Hey everyone, so we are talking about the full moon in Capricorn, which is happening today, July 2nd and July 3rd, just depending where you're at. The moon is about to move into Capricorn as we speak, and it will slowly start to become full. So basically, this is going to be very important for people who are Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Libra, because that is the cardinal signs that it's affecting the most. But it's really talking to everyone overall about setting new boundaries, canceling out things in your life that are not serving you anymore. Full moons are all about culmination of experiences. So you can be having a realization, a new outlook on an older experience, possibly learning how to set more strict boundaries. Capricorn is all about creating boundaries in your life in different ways, and it has to do with Saturn. So you're going to be looking at what's no longer helping you grow, what's no longer serving you, what do you need to create more strict boundaries with, and it will just have a lot of those types of feelings. It does also draw into family and emotion as well, since it's opposing that Cancer Sun and Mercury. So you're going to be deciding what is helping you feel more safe and secure and peaceful, what's helping you and facilitating your growth and your happiness, and what isn't bringing in frustration or negative energy. What in your life do you need to separate from? So there can be a lot of just ghosting people, or just deciding no longer that you want certain people in your life for whatever reason, that it might be. Cancer is a little bit more withdrawn and will usually just take a step back, block people, no longer speak to you. It will just be like a complete done. Capricorn is a little more straightforward. They may try to work things out, but at the same time, you're done. Capricorns don't really hold on to things that aren't helping them get where they want to go. So I'm going to go through all of the 12 zodiac signs as your rising sign and just tell you how this could possibly be affecting you. So if you are an Aries rising, this will be in your 12th house of career. So it's important for, public recognition, career. You might be realizing new boundaries that you need to set in place with your boss or with coworkers, or even, with different fame type of situations. There can be an aspect of your life that you might want to keep more private, or that you are deciding is, something that you want to do with your career, like a choice or a new job or something that you can be kind of deciding. So that's very important for your career and your public image. Now, if you're a Pisces rising, this is going to your 11th house of friends and groups. So there can be a bit more of a focus on how that, group situation or maybe social group that you're involved in is affecting your life. You might have to put more strict and serious boundaries in place with friends or with groups you're involved in. And that type of thing. So you can be having just some eye-opening experiences and maybe even opportunities that are coming to you within your social circles. If you are an Aquarius rising, this is your 12th house, Capricorn, and this will be something where there can be more of an internal growth that you're doing, more of deep within. You can be dealing with just letting go of things spiritually. Maybe dreams that you're having can be more vivid. You can be having a growth as far as what you want to take on spiritually. There can be a new spiritual path or something that you are focusing on at this time. Now, if you are Capricorn rising, this is your first house. So this is very important for your body and your overall, self-expression. So you might be having a health, something health related that you are deciding you want to take on, a new health journey, weight loss journey, fitness routine. You can just be seeing yourself a little bit differently as well. You can be having more of an open-eyed view of your appearance to other people. So you can be deciding, okay, well, maybe I want to change this. Maybe I'm ready to adjust these certain things about how I dress or how I present myself to the public. And even creating boundaries with yourself and other people. You can maybe decide at this time that you don't want to put yourself out there as much. You can just become a little bit more reserved during this period. If you're Sagittarius rising, this will be in your second house of money and finance. So there can be some opportunities or changes that you have to make regards to how you earn an income or how you're dealing with your assets. There can be new boundaries or contracts you have to put in place. Maybe protecting your assets can be more important at this time. So you will want to focus on, protecting anything that you have in the bank. Make sure you're not just taking care of other people. It can be something like that. Like maybe you've been giving money away or helping people with something, and now you have to just become a little more strict with your spending. Now, if you're Scorpio rising, this is through your third house, the full moon in Capricorn. And the third house is all about communication and how you speak, even like traveling short distances. So I think it can be more of a realization or a new limit that you're drawing about like who you're talking to, maybe gossiping, like just deciding, okay, like we're gonna put new boundaries in place about who we're speaking with, who we're communicating with, maybe even how you're speaking to people, trying to be more like eloquent or more structured in your communications, and even like your routines, like your mental things that you're working on. The third house can be like little hobbies and things like that. So I think just kind of getting more of like a structured routine mentally, and learning those boundaries about who you're communicating with and talking to on a daily basis. Now, if you're a Libra rising, this is your fourth house of home and family where the full moon is taking place. So you can be possibly having like a move or a big shift that's happening on the home front, just deciding like maybe where you want to live, who you want to live with, changes in the home, setting boundaries with who you allow in your house, maybe setting boundaries with like who just rules within your house and things like that, just to make you feel more comfortable, because it is affecting that Cancer midheaven and how you balance your career, your home life. So that can be something that is at the forefront during this time. Now, if you're a Virgo rising, it is your fifth house, Capricorn. So it is more setting the focus on your family and your kids, maybe hobbies, maybe diving back into certain hobbies that have been neglected and trying to become more structured with how you are just, going about like doing things for fun. You can be like, okay, well, this is fun. This is a hobby that I really enjoy, but I actually want to learn how to become more structured and have more boundaries with this so I can maybe take this further than just a hobby. It can even be just more like seriousness about children, maybe deciding you want to have children or having more of a serious focus on your relationship with your children and like how you interact with them, who you even like allow around them, or rules and things like that with kids. If you are a Leo rising, this is your sixth house of health and daily routines and habits. So it can be highlighting maybe your overall health, wellness, wanting to possibly get onto a better health routine and a better daily structure. You can be like, okay, well, this maybe hasn't been serving me, these routines and these hobbies and habits that I've been doing, and I need to restructure my like daily routine, morning routine, night routine, like getting just more of a balanced routine in order, and realizing that so you can have a better overall health, better overall structure in your day. And you can have like realizations of maybe things that haven't been working for you and how you need to adjust those. Now, if you are a Cancer rising, this is your seventh house of relationships and business partnerships. So you can have some new boundaries, maybe a breakup, or realizing that some kind of relationship in your life isn't working, whether it's personal, like a partner that you're with, or even a work relationship. You can decide like, okay, well, this was how I was handling this up to a certain point, but now there needs to be new boundaries in place with this relationship, and just deciding like how you're going to go about that for your own mental health, for your own physical well-being, just, maybe putting boundaries between personal and pleasure, those types of things. Like, okay, this is work, this is for pleasure, this is for me, kind of structuring your relationships, because sometimes those things can get blurred. Now, if you're a Gemini rising, this is your eighth house, death, other people's money, taxes, those types of things. So you could maybe have something coming up now, like maybe a revisit of those types of, you know, themes. Like someone could be going through a health situation that is very important, and you know, the theme of death is occurring for you, or even like reviewing your taxes and things like that, deciding, okay, I need to be more structured this year of how I go about my finances and deal with like reporting and things like that for taxes, because you're realizing how much work or something went wrong with this previous tax cycle. And then Taurus rising is going to be a 9th house Capricorn full moon. So that can be something where you might be deciding a new educational path to take, or you're learning a lot of new things. You are drawing some boundaries and maybe structurizing your education, like going into a higher education or deciding what you want to do this fall, getting more like strict and kind of rigid with yourself on those types of things. Just it's coming to fruition. Like you are either finishing up an education program and you're ready to take the next steps and like, you know, set up some routines and structures with how you are using that degree possibly, or you're, you know, fully deciding, okay, like I want to actually take on this educational path. I want to make this change. I want to revisit something and, you know, kind of just adjust in that way. You want to learn something new, and you're structurizing like the method of how you're going about that education, like maybe a new online education platform even, or you're just learning new things. It can have to do with travel too, like maybe you're traveling somewhere and you're having some new learning about where you're going to be going, mapping out like your travel plans. So that is the full moon in Capricorn through all of the 12 signs. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're interested in a reading, please email me below or send any video requests below as well. Have a good day. Bye.